A garden check this time, but I would also do a garden build. So, back in over the past year or so of me growing, at the beginning I had virtually no technical capacity, like technology wise. So now that that's hurdle is kind of over and I'm figuring out how to actually use some of the stuff a little bit better, um, I'm actually going to go ahead and try to show you guys how my gardening process goes. Um, there's a lot of people that don't realize that like I'm disabled, and like sometimes I'll get comments that like it'll clearly be from someone, and I don't get upset over that or anything, because looking at me, I kind of look. If you didn't know me before and you saw me, you'd just be like, "Oh, that's just a normal dude." If you saw me like a few years back, you'd be like, "Where did all of his muscle and everything go?" Uh, you know, I'm still a big guy, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna show you guys how I manage stuff built. It's late in the day here. I can't work out in the heat or anything. It's not as bad as Texas, luckily here. But it's Arkansas is not. It's not a cool climate either. Except for in the winter, then it gets very cold. So it's a fun place to grow, though. It really is. It's absolutely beautiful out here. On live, it lets me flip the camera around without pausing the video, I see. So that's like my view out here. That's like that that area used to be my property all back there. And then this area still for now it is. And that's where the big greenhouse is that little flip right there. It's actually pretty big. Just kind of hard to see at the moment. Might be able to see it back there. But yeah, today I'm going to be building up this garden. I have my tripod set up here so I can actually do things. Hey, buddy. Buddy's out here. He's a good boy. You want to say hi to everybody, buddy? Yeah. Buddy, want to say hi to everybody? Who's a good boy? Hey, guys. Hey everybody, I just seen your comments down there. I apologize if you sent them a minute ago and I didn't notice. I guess I have the phone quieter than I realized. Hey buddy, you want to say hi to everybody? He really is. He's a very good boy. Yes, I do. That's technically my name on here is my first name and my middle name. Oh, his name's Buddy. And I know it's kind of confusing because it's a common thing to call a dog, but yeah, it's what I called him at first, and it just kind of has stuck. So, yeah. Oh, I need to grab my tripod actually. Yeah, and it's a very fitting name for him. Oh, he's about 11 or so. 11 to 12 is what the vet said. He was abandoned, and yeah, we just found him. He literally showed up in my backyard at my garden, and we just kept him. We don't actually know. Yeah, he's kind of just new to our home, pretty much. He's a big boy though. He's 60, like I think 65 pounds, and he's a bit underweight. Like I think he needs to gain like I think another 20 pounds about. So we've been trying to pack on the pounds on him though. He likes to eat beef. That's if food doesn't have a little bit of beef in there, he's definitely a little bit of a picky eater. So kind of surprising. But he's a very good boy. So right now, what I gotta do is build up my garden here. So I'm starting off with this wall of water on the outside, and I need to go out to the greenhouse and grab more of my jugs. And then on the inside walls, I'm gonna have a little space to walk just to be able to get in. And then this area inside of here is gonna be a garden. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what this stream is. I'm actually showing how I can build a garden. And this right here, this whole area, I'll back up so you guys can actually see. So from a distance, it's still a mess right now. But basically from that board right there to the end of that board right there, I'm going to have all this blocked off totally, and then I'm going to have I have this reflective surface that I did my whole closet in as a grow room, and I'm going to do that on the back of here, except for in the middle, it's going to be totally black, and it's going to be like a rubber surface to block the wind right there, and that black will also absorb a lot of heat. And then, so basically this middle area, you come in, and from right about here going on back, I'm going to lay down this patch of mycorrhizal fungi that I have. It basically pulls nitrogen from the air and puts it into the soil, and I have that growing. You can basically see it by how thick and dense the grass is here, but where the actual soil is that has it is all through here. So I'm going to be taking this soil, and I have another batch of soil where I have a little bit of it growing, which is where my lettuce used to grow. Here, I'm going to be laying that down on top of here, and then I'm going to put the pallet on top of it to give it shade protection and keep everything an extra level of climate control, basically. And then on top of that is where on top of that pallet that'll go there, I'm going to be growing mushrooms on top of there, which will, produce a lot of CO2 and a lot of heat, along with this back wall that's trapping heat and reflecting light. And all this area from here to here is going to be covered and tarped. So it's going to be like a little bubble of tropical paradise in here for my plants. It'll probably be about, you can see how, like, Buddy's a pretty big dog. So it's about 2 1/4 buddies high is my plan. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and grab, I'm going to go grab my buckets here. Take my wagon. Now I will be stepping outside of Wi-Fi range for just a minute. I do have like 5G on my phone, but we'll see how well that works out here. Getting it open. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's always happy to help. In Korea, we have 0 sugar, whey protein ice cream. Oh, cool. That sounds good right now. Oh, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, I plan on doing some longer videos here. I finally am kind of able to now, so I'm kind of doing a few experimental things, figuring it all out. But I definitely hope to have a lot more garden adventures for you guys. Oh, let me show you these. Outside of the garden, this was a box of like 10-cent snowflowers. And what I got out of it was this. And this isn't even in my garden. So I was pretty happy with that. I started making some little bouquets out of all this stuff. And there's more of them that got all the way over here. And the reason why I won't be using this greenhouse this winter, mostly just because it's way, way back here. It's not really that far. Like if I was like, you know, a few years ago, it would have been totally fine for me. But unfortunately, I need something closer. I don't know if you guys can still see me in here, but my mom has a few things growing in here. Let's see. These are cantaloupes, and then we have blackberries growing literally out of the side. And then watered the grape today, even though you probably wouldn't quite know it by looking at it. And she's got some carrots started here. So that'll be pretty cool. Oh, hi, hi, Draven. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, I forgot. I was coming out here to grab these jugs. I'm hoping you guys can see the video okay when I'm inside the greenhouse. It's kind of like a Faraday cage, sort of. I don't know how well the signal comes through in here, but I hope it's good enough for a minute. Also, while I'm up here, let me show you guys. This is the kitchen scraps garden. So this is food that I already ate. I already ate all the onions and the garlic clove, and I ate 3 heads of romaine lettuce. Yeah, really. No, I don't try to let it bug me. It's all good. You know, everybody has days. Me too. But we'll all get over them. This lettuce is growing like crazy. So considering that I ate this till they're down to about this tall, and then I put those root stalks into water, and now I have a full head of lettuce in here. Well, 3 heads of lettuce actually. And these were some old potatoes. These were 3 old potatoes that I put next to the lettuce, and you can see that's doing great. These are some sweet green onions right here. And actually, I'm going to take one of these right now, I think. I'm going to take this one. That's good. That's a good onion. Oh, yeah. ADHD. Let me go ahead and get my buckets. See? I started eating stuff out of my garden, and I'm like, oh yeah, life's good. And then I'm like, oh yeah, no, wait a minute, it won't be if I don't do stuff. So I have all my water bottles. I put a lot of work getting all these water jugs and stuff out here. That's what I get for all my hard work. I get to do it all over again. I did such a good job, I get to do it twice. And there's a lot of times that I'm not like up to or even able to do this kind of work, but at the moment I'm not feeling too shabby. I have medical marijuana here in the state that I'm in, so that helps me quite a bit out here for sure. That's enough water on here, and now we get to go downhill. Luckily I don't have to walk uphill with the sweat too much on this strip. You can see where the snow flowers start. Oh, and these right here, these are Buddy's lights. So at nighttime, save on electricity and everything, we just use these solar lights here. I have these, oh, speak of the devil. I'm joking, Buddy. He's a good boy. But yeah, over at the Dollar General, they're throwing out these newspaper racks. And so I put them up on my fence, and that's what, that's what holds my solar lights. And I can hold like 9 of them up there. Or 12, I think 12. Yeah, 12. Hey, buddy boy. You excited to see me here? Yeah? You want to get a garden built? Here we go, buddy. What a good boy. Let's get this gate shut here. Yeah. And this right here, actually, this right here is going to be my mushroom substrate. So I'm going to be growing some snow oyster mushrooms and some pink oyster mushrooms. And it's cocoa fiber and straw that I aged for about 3 months myself. Actually, it's going on 4 months now, technically. So, but I've done a really good job, I think, of keeping it quote-unquote clean, like as in not contaminated with anything. There's no sign of mold. I'm going to take some boiling water from, I have this kettle inside, and I'm going to take out bags of this stuff Actually, I already did take out a couple bags, but I'm going to pour that boiling water on it to sanitize it, and then I'm going to inoculate it with those mushroom spores and get that mycelium growing. And then those will produce delicious food, turn that substrate into awesome soil for my plants, and produce heat and CO2 for my plants. So it's a win-win, win-win. I'm going to set up this on the tripod. I won't be able to respond to questions while I'm building this, so my apologies on that, but just enjoy having the feed on, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And I'll be checking what you say and stuff in just a little bit. I'm just going to try to get a little bit of this stuff put up right here. Make sure the angle's correct. Hey, buddy. Okay. Hey, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right, I'm coming back around. Hey, bud. Buddy. Hey, come on. Hey. Oh, dude. He thinks that this is his new house, and this is for my plants, buddy. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, bud. Come here. Come here. Hey, what you doing? So, yeah. All right, buddy's taking a break now, luckily. See if anybody said anything. Yeah, I actually have right over here. Yes. Being that you can kind of see me over that way, and I don't have to move this whole contraption, I'm going to go ahead and pick a few tomatoes real quick, because taking those jugs over there is pretty exhausting, sadly, for me. Well, there's a bunch of tomatoes on the other side of the fence, but so far I have this many. See if we can get a few more real quick. I apologize for going so far back screen, but trust me, you don't want to watch me fidangle this thing back. I dropped one. Well, so far, up to this many. I'm going to go back there one more time, back to the other plant, see what shows up there. Well, sad to say it, this is all that I got today out of the fresh tomatoes. Just one good little handful, but it's all good because I have more inside anyways. I like to give away as many as I sell. I like to give, so, and I like to eat about as many as I can. I don't eat anywhere near as many as I sell or give, so but I'm trying to eat some more of them. And yeah, you're right, sometimes boop them, I guess. But yeah, well, I have to admit this sun is still kind of frying out here. So I'm going to head back inside for now. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys kind of can see what I have going on out here. Let me go ahead and go over a couple more things before I go in, actually, for you guys, just so it's a little more thorough. So we went over that the pallet's going to go on this patch right here. It's going to be backing up right up to where these are. That's my mark for where my pallet's going to be laying. Underneath that, mycorrhizal bacteria that grows in the soil. I have a couple patches I'm going to be transplanting to right here, putting the pallet on top to keep it nice and climate controlled. On top of that pallet, the mushrooms, and then that pallet's going to be right here. Off to the side, garden 1, and then we're going to have garden 2 and garden 3. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to basically condense everything I have right down to this. It'll mostly be mother plants out here, outside, and mostly clones inside. There'll probably be an exception or two on both ends, but yeah, mostly it's going to be my mother plants out here, and hopefully everything can survive the winter very well and happy. And then my clones I'll have indoors and getting ready to grow for spring. So, well, and for sale. Like, actually, all the clones I have inside are definitely hopefully going to be sold very soon. That's my hopes and dreams and plans for them. This is my purple Cherokee tomatoes. It started off, I think, as 4 plants, and then I think I planted like 2 more. So this was 6 little tomato plants, and now it's all of this. And we have tomatoes all over them. You just kind of, they're such big plants, you kind of have to look hard to find the tomatoes. But the tomatoes aren't small by any means. They're good size. 1-pounders when they're done. This one's getting close to being ripe here. I can't pick this one up like with the vine without risking breaking the vine. I found that out yesterday. I have to be very careful when picking that one up, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. But yeah, everything's doing good out here. And then here's all the mint that I'm going to be this is basically just the mother plant of the mint is right here. And then I have a few others that I'm going to turn into more clones. And speaking of mint, there's a ton more mint that starts right here, grows through the middle of all the weeds, comes out into the garden over here, and then sprawls out and keeps going over the fence, through the fence, I mean. So pretty happy with that one. I still have some of my clones to make on this basil plant as well. This is one of my main basil mother plants right here. These are huge branches. Like, you probably wouldn't guess that that's a basil plant you're looking at, I imagine. There's the canopy way up there, basil. It was literally, it's still, some of it is up to the fence, I think, yeah. And I trimmed it all way down. I still have more to trim even. This is all new growth. This is this is brand new growth actually. Doing very good. Show you guys. Oh, passed over it. Sorry, I had a fly kind of biting me. It was distracting. But yeah, this basil is only I think it's about 8 months old altogether. So it's still on its first year, unlike the monster basil plants. But it just got cropped down all the way, and yeah. It's going to be a mother plant for this next year, and I'm very happy with that one. It's a very pretty plant when it's spring and stuff. It's pretty incredible that right now looking at it, it's like, oh, what happened? And it's like, oh, I cut everything off of it. But it's going to be that one is actually going to be going inside into my closet. And it's going to be getting revegetated here. So it's going to be getting an early spring treatment. Some of my other basil plants, like my big one there, that one's just going to go through the winter out here. I'm probably going to put that one in garden 1, so to speak. And we'll go from there. Anyways, I'm going to head back in before I pass out from the heat here. So you guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Probably from indoors even. So have a good one, guys. There we go.